Hello, Dr. Vikki Petersen here. I wanted to speak with you today about a subject that's come up recently regarding arsenic, which is a heavy metal in rice. It turns out that rice, as we know, is grown in a rice paddy, so a lot of water, and rice has always been able to uptake arsenic from the water fairly well. Why haven't we particularly heard about this being a problem before? It could be more contamination in our water, but certainly parents have been contacting us because those of us who are gluten intolerant tend to replace our gluten with rice, and we certainly want to know if we're doing harm with that rice replacement. So there's a lot of information out and about. I actually contacted a good friend of mine who is quite an excellent biochemist and researcher, and I very much trust her opinion, and we discussed it. She did some further research, and I'm going to give you her feedback to me. And that is that likely with children, the refined products like the baby foods containing rice and rice milks, those overly refined products are probably something that should be avoided with little children because their detoxification pathways, their ability to get rid of the arsenic naturally are just not mature enough, and it's those overly refined products that seem to have a higher amount of the arsenic. She felt that whole grain cooked rice didn't have nearly the problem, and I have looked at the fact that I'm in California, but there's a lot of California growers, and here in California there is a lower arsenic in the water than in other areas of the world, so that's something else that you can address, which is where the rice is grown. Basically in adults, as long as they're pretty healthy, their detoxification pathways are more mature and thus able to get rid of the arsenic. We have testing here where we can determine if someone has high heavy metal levels, and certainly anyone with a compromised liver or who has been exposed to heavy metals such as mercury, lead, etc. from whatever reason might really want to avoid those overly processed rice products. But as far as good old-fashioned whole grain rice, especially from a California grower, that seems to be a pretty safe way to go, which is the better way to go anyway. We always want food in its most natural, unrefined form. So as I learn more about this, as I get more data, I will share it with you, but it's something that I've really been deluged with from my readers of blogs and watchers of videos, and I did want to make sure that I got back to you regarding the information as I know it right now. So with little kids, avoid those overly refined products. Whole grain rice is fine, and with adults, as long as you don't have any problems and you're taking good minerals and lots of good fruits and vegetables, your detoxification pathway should be fine and getting rid of arsenic naturally. All right, I hope this was helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions, and until next time, I wish you very good health.